Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys a long-awaited music collection update video. It's been a long-ass time since I've done a video like this. The last one I did was over 3 months ago, and it's been a long time coming. It's a lot of stuff's been piled up. Like, I've never gotten this behind with this kind of videos. So this is probably going to be a long video. I have like 4 stacks of CDs right here. I have a stack of vinyl right here. And for the first time I mentioned, I'm also collecting a couple cassettes, which I'll showcase right here. So this is going to be a long video. I'm going to try to blow through it all. I probably won't comment on much. So I'm just going to start with the CDs, then I'll work my way to the vinyl. So I'll probably save the cassettes for last. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. We got Acrania, the beginning of the end. Acrania, Totalitarian Dystopia. Got Alceste with Escales de Lune. I probably butchered that. And Amorphous Eclipse. This is the only Amorphous album I need. Now I have complete their discography. Of course, one of my favorite albums to come out this year, which is New August Burns Red album, Guardians. This album is great. I mean, they're one of the best metalcore bands so far to date, and these guys can do no wrong. And next few 4 CDs are all from the same band, and that'd be one of the best death metal bands ever. That'd be Autopsy. I have their debut album, Severed Survival. This is a reissue they put out back in '09, which actually has a second disc with some bonus stuff. So I'll just put that right there. And I've got Mental Funeral, Act of the Unspeakable, which actually also has the Theme for Blood EP tagged along with it. And I have their EP they put out in 2017, Puncturing the Grotesque. Except we got Belphegor, Goatright, Flesh Cult. I'm sorry for the glare there. Belphegor again with Walpurgis Rights, Hexen 1. Got 2 CDs from metalcore band Beneath the Sky. We got The Day the Music Died, and their final album they put out, In Loving Memory. Rest in peace. It's kind of an ironic title. Next up, another one of my favorite albums to come out this year, new Black Dahlia Murder album, Verminous. Like, these guys do not disappoint. This was a reissue. This one was I thought I would never get to own. I saw that Greg from Chugcore posted about this. Somebody was selling a bunch of copies for really great. And there's of course the Black Tongue with the Born Hanged, Falsify Redux, which is their 2 EPs all in one. So yeah, I mean, her getting like just the 2 EPs just separate on their own, they're pretty pricey. Next up we got Bleed From Within, Uprising. I still haven't, I've heard their new album, it's pretty good. I did a review of it, but I still need to get it. Got the new, new Body Count album, Carnivore. Like, I love Body Count, fight me. Bolt Thrower, The Fourth Crusade. I'll probably just throw this back for you. I got Breaking Benjamin with Saturate, their debut album. I complete their discography. As well as their new acoustic album they put out called Aurora, which is actually pretty good. I like some of these reimagined songs, and it includes one new song called Far Away, which is pretty cool. They had like a bunch of guest appearances on here. We got Buried in Verona, Notorious Reloaded, a metalcore band from Australia. I just like their song Can't Let Go, which features Aaron from Amity Affliction doing this. And rest in peace to this band. We got Bury Your Dead, It's Nothing Personal. We got, I finally own a Burzum CD, their album Hivis Liceta Ust. So I probably butchered that. Next 6 CDs, I finally own every album from them. That'd be a hardcore punk band from Canada, being Cancer Bats. I own all their albums. We got Birthing the Giant, Hail Destroyer, Beers, Mayors, Scrapes and Bones, Dead Set on Living, Searching for Zero, and their most recent album, The Spark That Moves. So that's it for this one pile. Oh, moving on to the next one, we got Corrosion of Conformity, Blind. Crossfaith, Apocalypse. Crown the Empire, Retrograde. This is actually a Target exclusive, which comes with some bonus tracks. Next up, we got Cryptopsy, The Unspoken King. Next 3 CDs, and I don't think really nobody, especially here in America, knows who they are, but they're mostly known in Europe. And I actually got these yesterday from a seller from this Facebook group I'm in called Metal Core Collectors. It was along with that Crown the Empire CD and a couple others. And that would be the band Dead by April, who are from Sweden. They're kind of like a mixture of like metalcore with a little bit of pop stuff. Like imagine if like the Swedish metal version of the Backstreet Boys or something. We got their album Incomparable, which is an alright album. Let the World Know, which I thought was probably my second favorite album of theirs. And their last album they put out, Worlds Collide. The seller was missing their debut album, which I probably will get in the next video. Next up, we got Defiled, Grave Times. This is actually a Metal Hammer thing in a sleeve stuff that I got. Next up, we got a couple CDs. I got Deicide with Amon Feasting the Beast. This is some compilations of their demos when they were called Amon, but they had reformed, and I'm not gonna bother getting into the whole Hoffman Brothers versus Glenn thing. And we got Serpents of the Light. I'm still waiting for In Torment in Hell, and I pretty much got everything from them. Next up, another one of my favorite albums of this year, the new Demons and Wizards album 3. And after seeing these guys last year at Prague Power, I was amazed. Like, they're pretty much one of the best bands I love. I recently discovered, even though they've been around for a long ass time, but they're really great. Next 3 CDs are all from the same band, and I don't know why it took me so long to own something from them, but yeah. And I got some 3 CDs from the band Dismember, some good Swedish death metal. We have Like an Ever-Flowing Stream, their debut album, Death Metal, and Where Iron Crosses Grow. So yeah, it's cool to own something from them, and I'm looking forward to seeing them next year at Maryland Death Fest, so I'll probably will be going to that. So we got Enthroned, the Apocalypse Manifesto, The Faceless Alcadema, The Ghost Inside, Dear Youth. I still haven't gotten their new album yet, which I'll probably will when I head out in a little while. God Dethroned, The Lair of the White Worm, Hate, Crusade Zero, The Haunted, Strength in Numbers. Got the new Havoc album 5, which is a great, like probably one of the best thrash band, probably my favorite album in the thrash genre that's come out this year. Got the new Heaven Shall Burn album of Truth and Sacrifice. Like, this album is really great. Like, I swear, these guys have also been on my bucket list since I was 15, and that they've never toured in the US. Well, they did one tour back in 2008, but I really think they should come back. Next up, I got I Declare War with Malevolence, and I have another album of theirs, We Are Violent People by Nature. Next up, 7 CDs are all from the same band, and I completed their discography, and they're pretty much one of those underlooked like new metal bands from the early 2000s and stuff. That'd be El Nino. They're sort of like mixed. They're from New Jersey, but they're like of Latino descent, and they have like a lot of Latin elements in like the new metal sound, which makes them pretty much unique. But yeah, I have all their albums. We got Revolution, Confession, and One Nation Underground, Enigma, Dead New World, Epidema, and their last album they put out in 2014, Till Death La Familia. Like, these guys really deserve some more recognition, in my opinion. Next up, we got Immolation, Shadows in the Light. Anyway, moving on to the second pile, we got Impending Doom, Baptized in Filth. The In Dying Arms, Boundaries. Insomnium, Across the Weeping World. Cataclysm, Iron Will. This is actually a CD and DVD package, which I'll showcase right here with the band right here. And it has a DVD with a documentary and a live concert video and the music video for the title track. And it also includes the audio CD of the Summer Breeze 2011 and a compilation CD as the second disc. Next up, we got Catatonia with Brave Murder Day. This is a reissue that Peaceful Records put out a couple years ago. And I got their latest album, City Burials. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to seeing them in August next year at Psycho Las Vegas, since it sadly got postponed till then because of this fucking virus. So fuck you, virus, for canceling it. I think one show I was looking forward to. Next up, we got Knights of the Abyss, Juggernaut. The Last Seconds of Life, In Vivo, Ex Vivo. Let Live, The Blackest Beautiful. Next up, I got one of my good friends' album. This was one album I was looking for in my collection for a long ass time, and I didn't think I would ever find it until she actually reissued it. That'd be my good friend Lindsay Schoolcraft with her debut album EP called Rushing Through the Sky, which was originally came out in 2012, but this is a reissue that they put out. This is very limited. So if you want to get it, go to her little web store and stuff. I'll probably post a link below down in the description. So yeah, but it's signed by her. It's a digipack right here. So yeah, shout out to you, Lindsay, if you're watching this. Next up, we got a couple CDs from Man Must Die. We got The Human Condition and Peace Was Never an Option. Put these back in here. So we got Monuments, Genosis, Mortician, Darkest Day of Horror. 2 CDs from a band that I'm pretty sure I'll catch some hell for, but I really don't give a fuck. We got Motionless in White with their album Infamous. This and Reincarnate, which the song Reincarnate is probably like my favorite song from them. So we got Murder Construct, Results. This is a sort of like a side project band that has Travis Ryan from Cal Decap, and it sounds pretty sick. Next up, we got Nails, Abandon All Life. Neurosis, Honor Found in Decay. I don't know how the fuck that got in there. I'm gonna put that back in there. I'm sorry about that, guys. Sorry about this, guys. Let's see, moving on. We got a couple CDs, gotta throw it back a little bit with some pop punk. I got a bunch of stuff from the band Newfound Glory. We got the Self-Titled, Sticks and Stones, Catalyst, Coming Home, and Resurrection. I'll put that right here. Up, I got Nightwish, their new album Human Nature, which is a 2-disc album. It's a pretty good album. Like, it pretty much takes you on a journey. We got Nile, which in the beginnings, which is actually a compilation of their like 2 EPs all in one. Anyway, next 3 CDs are all from the same band, and it's one of my favorite hardcore bands ever from Canada. That'd be 3 of their albums from the band Obey the Brave, which is a band that has Alex Arian, who's one of the vocalists for Despised Icon. That's his other band. We got their debut album, Youngblood. I got Salvation and Mad Season. I haven't gotten their latest album that they put out. I forget the name of it. So yeah, there's that. And then I got Of Mice and Men, The Flood. This is a deluxe edition. Anyway, now we're on to the last pile, finally. Next 4 CDs are all from the same band. Some people will probably make fun of me for this, but I don't care. And I got a bunch of Psycho Stick albums. Like, and the cool thing is about the 3 CDs, I mentioned I got from a seller from the Metal and Core Collector group on Facebook, which I'll also post a link to the group below if you want to follow, if you want to get some stuff from people. The link will be in the description below the video. Anyway, these 3 I actually got, but they all came signed by the band. Like, who the fuck gets rid of a signed CD? I thought it was going to be one of them was going to get signed, but apparently 3, which is cool by me. We couldn't think of a title of their debut album. Got the Flesh Eating Roller Skate Holiday Joyride EP, Sandwich, and Revenge of the Vengeance. This actually is not signed, but yeah, it's cool having like 3 signed CDs. Can't complain there. Next up, we got Ramstein with, I'm not going to bother pronouncing this album title, but that's the album right there. Anyway, next 2 CDs are from the same band. I'm also looking forward to seeing them hopefully next year at Psycho Las Vegas. That'd be Satyricon. I got Now Diabolical and The Age of Nero. Yeah, I finally own something from Satyricon. They're one of my favorite black metal bands. Next up, I got Sea of Treachery at Dagger's Dawn. And these next 4 CDs, I'm pretty sure I'm going to catch some hell for, but I generally dig some of these guys' stuff. And when I saw them off August last year with August Burns Red, they put on a good show. And that'd be Silverstein. We got When Broken is Easily Fixed. And probably my favorite album out there is Discovering the Waterfront. And I'm hopefully at the end of July, I'm probably hoping to see this album played full if that show's still happening. So if anybody's going to that show, hopefully I'll see you all there. And I got Arrivals and Departures, which I got this from eBay, which is cool. It actually came signed by the band. And I have I Am Alive in Everything I Touch. I just like this song because they actually have a song about, well, each of their songs talk about like a city or stuff. Then one song is called Heaven, Hell, and Purgatory, which you can guess it talks about Atlanta, more particularly about the old masquerade right there, which is cool that they have a song about Atlanta right in there, which is cool. Anyway, moving on, we got, I'll throw this back. Simple Plan, still not getting any. Yeah, I like some of their stuff. I really don't give a fuck. Next up, we got The Sorrow, Blessing from the Broken Sky. We got Stick to Your Guns, Comes from the Heart. Hang on, I gotta put this back in there. Next up, we got the New Testament album, Titans of Creation, one of the best thrash metal bands ever. No need to go into that. Excuse me. This next one, this was on the most hardest album to find in ever, period. And I almost gave up looking for this album entirely until a couple months ago. And some people are probably gonna be like, "Holy shit, dude, you are so lucky." I paid $60 for this on eBay, and I'm glad to finally own it. And that'd be the very first Trivium, well, their Blue Demo EP that they put out in early 2003 that has been long out of print, and I'm really glad to finally own this in my collection. Like, it has been on my want list for years, and I'm finally glad I have this in my possession. And like, you would have to be on like eBay like 24/7 to see this pop up, and I'm glad I did it, and I paid a good reasonable price. And of course I have their new album, What the Dead Men Say. I had ordered a signed copy of it. Well, the signed book, when I got it, it came unsigned when I ordered it. But I heard like the signed booklet was coming separately, and they still haven't shipped it yet. Yeah, and that was one of the reasons why I was waiting for it, because I wanted to showcase it. But after a while, I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not gonna wait too long and have like 10,000 CDs. Otherwise, this would be a 2-hour-long video, and nobody would want to watch that. But yeah, that new album is pretty good. I liked it a lot better than this, in a sense, to be honest. The next 2 CDs are all from the same band, and that'd be one of my favorite death metal bands ever, and one of the most underrated and underappreciated bands ever. That'd be Vader. I got the Revelations, the Blood EP, The Art of War, the Iron Times, the Die Messenger EP, and I got their new album, Solitudes and Madness, a really great album. But I'm like, these guys can do no wrong. Anyway, almost done with the CDs. We got the Warbringer, into Nightmares. I got their new album, Weapons of Tomorrow. Probably it's up there with like the new Havoc album. The next two CDs are from one of the best black metal bands from the UK. I think these guys really need to come and tour the US because I like them. That'd be Winterfellith. I got The Ghost and the Heritage, and The Tyranny of Triumph. I haven't heard their new album yet, but I still need to check that out. I got With Blood Comes Cleansing, Horror, you know, Georgia representing. And the last three CDs, it's gonna be weird to showcase, but it's all rap artists from the band. Rapper Exhibit with Restless. I got Man vs. Machine. And Weapons of Mass Destruction. Like, I swear, Exhibit is one of the most underappreciated rappers in my opinion. And I wouldn't say underrated, but underappreciated. So yeah, that's it for the CDs. Now onto the vinyls. I'll showcase these ones right here. First one I got is the new August Burns Red album, Guardians, which is pretty cool, and it's a gatefold, and this is actually, I believe, a 2 LP, and the vinyl is a gray marble vinyl. No, which actually looks pretty awesome. Anyway, next up we got, I also showcased this in my unboxing video, new Black Dahlia Murder album, Verminous. And the vinyl itself is a clear with sort of like greenish black splatter. I swear, putting these vinyls in the sleeve are a pain in the ass. And next one, another band I'm really looking forward to, pretty much on my bucket list, and I'm finally going to see them at Psycho Las Vegas next year, which would be Emperor. I have In the Night Side Eclipse, probably one of my favorite black metal albums of all time. It's a fucking beast, and it's a gatefold, which looks pretty awesome. So yeah, it's also just a simple black vinyl. Next one is another one of my favorite albums to come out this year. I got the new Heaven Shall Burn album of Truth and Sacrifice on vinyl, and it's a gatefold right here, and this is actually a 2 LP, and the vinyl itself is sort of like a clearish orange vinyl. I'll put that, sorry, almost had these slipped out. I'll just put that back in there. Anyway, next up, another one of my favorite albums in melodic death metal, and this was pretty much them at their prime. I got In Flames, The Jester Race. Like, this album is just amazing. What can I say? This is pretty much at their prime. Next up, we have one of my favorite another one of my homie, actually, just like I mentioned, showed her older album. I got her latest album, Martyr, on vinyl. She actually recently repressed it, and she actually signed it for me, and she actually made out to me saying, "To my dearest Richard, all my love." So yeah, shout out to you, Lindsay, again, if you're watching this. And this is actually a first press, because she had pressed a half green and half purple, and I just went and got the purple one. So yeah, it's a first press I got. So yeah, it's also really good, and she's also, like I said, one of my great friends. Next one, I got, these next two I'll probably catch some shit for, but like I said, I don't give a fuck. I got Silverstein, I got When Broken is Easily Fixed, and this vinyl is a white vinyl. So yeah, it's pretty much one of their best albums, and their second album, like I said, I'm hoping to see them play this album in full at the end of July, which I got Discovering the Waterfront. This album is now 15 years old, and this one is a sort of like a grayish marble vinyl, kind of similar to my August Burns Red one. I'll just put that back in there. And the last vinyl to show you is I got the New Testament album, Titans of Creation. It's fucking amazing. And here's the gatefold. And this is a 2 LP. And the vinyl itself is sort of like this weird looking one. This just seems fairly weird looking, but it just looks pretty fucking badass. So yeah, let me get that vinyl back in there. And another vinyl I want to show you guys, and I'm pretty sure I'll catch some hell for this, but whatever. I got To Plant a Seed by We Came as Romans. This album is actually pretty good. This is actually a repress that they put out. And as you can see, they sort of dedicated it to the late Kyle Pavone, since he died from a from an overdose back in 2018. So yeah, and the vinyl itself is a this vinyl right look here, which is pretty dope. I'll just put that back in here. And this album is pretty solid. I know a lot of people will probably give me shit for liking them, but whatever, I generally don't give a fuck. But yeah, this album's pretty good, and I'm hoping to see them play this album in full at the end of July. So yeah, so if anybody's going to see them play that, I'll hope to see you all there. And I got 3 cassettes I want to show you. I'm starting to collect cassettes. I'm not going to collect it frequently as much as I do with like mostly the CDs and with the vinyl, but I got the new Black Dahlia Murder on cassette. Yeah, and this one, I mentioned it also has a little green cassette, which is pretty awesome. And the last 2 to show they're both from the same band. And I got 2 Megadeth albums on cassette. I got Peace Sells, But Who's Buying, and So Far So Good So What. So yeah, that's my music collection update for you guys. I'm sorry it took so long for this, but I was like waiting for one CD, but after a while I was like, yeah, fuck this, I can't wait forever. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one, and as always, keep it metal.